Do you know you are handling hazardous substances, hazardous chemicals daily even you are not at work? For example, medicines, paint, ink, nail polish remover, perfumes, air freshener, cleaning products, pesticides, detergents, gas cylinders, diesel, petrol, and other flammable liquids. These all are the different but most common examples of hazardous substances. Here, you need to know hazardous substances enter the body by four main routes: inhalation, ingestion, absorption through the skin, and injection through the skin. The body's defense mechanisms protect it from the entry of hazardous substances and from their harmful effects. The most important question is how to assess the risk of hazardous chemicals. Dear friends and fellows, assessing risk from exposure to hazardous substances is a 6-step process. Identify the hazardous substance present and the people who might potentially be exposed. Gather information about the substance. Evaluate the health risk. Identify any controls needed and implement them. Record the assessment and action taken. And finally, review. What you can do then? Product labels, guidance notes, and safety data sheets (SDS) are all relevant sources of information in the assessment process. By these documents, you can understand the hazard and the level of a risk. It is sometimes necessary to monitor the concentration of a hazardous substance in the air in order to assess the extent of worker exposure to ensure that legal limits are not exceeded. You are on the platform of Safety First Life. If you are visiting for the first time, kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for all future notifications. And if you find the video informative, then like, comment and share it with your friends and colleagues. As you know, chemicals are hazardous and there are four main routes of entry for hazardous substances into the body. The number one and the most common route is inhalation. The substance is breathed in through the nose and mouth down into the lungs. This is a significant route of entry for many hazardous substances in the gas, vapor, mist, fume, or dust form. People have to breathe. So, if the hazardous substance is present in the air around them, then it will be inhaled automatically. The second route is ingestion. The substance is taken in through the mouth, swallowed down into the stomach, and then moves on through the digestive system. This is a less significant route of entry since people are unlikely to deliberately swallow a hazardous substance. Ingestion usually occurs when cross-contamination from the hands or by mistake, but it is the second most common method of how the hazardous substances enter the human body. Number 3. Absorption through the skin. The substance passes through the skin into the tissues beneath and then into the bloodstream. Only some substances, for example, organic solvents, are able to permeate the skin in this way. But when they can, this route can be very significant since any skin contact allows absorption. And the last but important route of entry is injection through the skin. The substance passes through the skin barrier either by physical injection, for example, a needle stick injury or animal bite, or through damaged skin For example, cuts and grazes. This route is significant for many biological agents. For example, the hepatitis virus. Dear friends and fellows, I hope the four important routes: inhalation, ingestion, absorption, and injection. What is the difference and what is the sequential order? You are well clear now. Let us make a quick overview on inhalable and respirable dust. Dust can be inhaled through the nose and mouth, but not all dust will travel down deep into the lungs. Dust is made up of small particles of various diameters. Large dust particles are filtered out by the lungs' defense mechanisms before they can travel down into the lungs. Smaller particles are not trapped by these defenses and will travel deep into the lungs. Here, two things are very clear. Large particles can be filtered, but the smaller particles cannot be trapped by the lungs' defense system. They will penetrate deep into the lungs. These two types of dust are called inhalable dust and respirable dust. Inhalable dust particles of all sizes that can be inhaled into the nose and mouth, while respirable dust particles less than 7 microns in diameter that can travel deep into the lungs on inhaled breath. As I told you before, this is the difference of diameter, their size, and their effects on the body. They can be filtered out or they cannot be trapped by the lungs' defense mechanism. Dear friends and fellows, in the upcoming training session, I'll highlight the assessment of health risks caused by hazardous substances. Either it is through inhalation, ingestion, absorption, or injection. And secondly, factors to consider when carrying out a risk assessment of hazardous substance exposure. And lastly, the existing defense mechanisms in the body against hazardous substances. All this will be in the upcoming training session. So stay tuned, stay connected with Safety First Life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and share the video. Hope to see you soon with a new HSE tutorial. Until then, take care, good luck and goodbye.